My name is Julia, and at 28 years old, I am watching my ex-boyfriend's carefully constructed social media fantasy collapse in real time, and all I did was click the like button on his post. 2 months ago, my boyfriend Ryan, 30, dumped me out of nowhere. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for 2. I was paying most of our bills while he pursued his passion as an influencer lifestyle blogger. He had 3,400 followers and averaged about 50 likes per post, but he acted like he was the next big thing. The breakup speech was something else. He sat me down after dinner and said, "Julia, you're holding me back. I need to elevate my life to match my brand. You're too ordinary. My followers expect more from me." I asked what that meant exactly. "You work in IT. You wear the same 5 shirts. You don't understand the importance of aesthetics. I need someone who complements my lifestyle, not drags it down." He moved out that week to stay with his friend Gianna, who was apparently more aligned with his vision. Before leaving, he actually said, "No hard feelings, but I'm going places, and you're comfortable where you are. Fine, whatever." I was hurt, but I wasn't going to beg someone to stay who thought I was beneath them. A week after he left, the social media posts started. Gym selfies with captions about finally prioritizing myself. Brunch photos tagged, #living my best life. The real kicker was the post that said, "Sometimes you have to drop the dead weight to fly, feeling lighter and brighter than ever." His followers ate it up. Comments like, "Yes, king," and "You deserve the world," flooded in. He was posting daily about his glow up and new chapter. I unfollowed him, but mutual friends kept me updated. According to Instagram, Ryan was thriving. Designer workout clothes, expensive smoothies, shopping hauls, the works. Then last week, my buddy Ramon called me laughing. "Girl, you'll never guess who just took my order at McDonald's." Yep, Ryan. Ramon sent me a photo he'd snuck. There he was in the uniform working the register, the same man who'd posted that morning about building his empire and CEO mindset. I didn't do anything with this information, just filed it away. But then Ryan made a mistake. He posted another inspirational update. "Living my best life without dead weight. Some people are meant to be chapters, not the whole book. Grateful for the upgrade." And he tagged me. Actually tagged me 3 months after dumping me for being too ordinary. So I did something petty. I liked the post. That's all. Just liked it. My friends saw that I'd liked it. They were confused. My buddy Devin commented, "Girl, why are you liking this?" I replied, "Just supporting his journey." Then Ramon, absolute legend, commented, "Is this the same best life where you're working at McDonald's? Because you literally served me nuggets yesterday, lol." The comment section exploded. Update 1. Ryan went into full damage control mode, and it was glorious to watch. First, he deleted Ramon's comment, but screenshots were already circulating. Then he made a follow-up post. "Since some people want to job shame, yes, I'm working at McDonald's temporarily while I build my brand. It's called hustle, something my ex wouldn't understand. At least I'm not stuck in a dead-end IT job." The mental gymnastics were Olympic level. He was spinning minimum wage work as superior to my $75,000 salary because it was temporary and part of his journey. But here's what really happened. According to Gianna's roommate, Alicia, who reached out to me, Ryan moved in with Gianna thinking he'd live rent-free while building his brand. Gianna gave him 2 months. When that ran out, Ryan had no money saved. He'd spent everything on maintaining his lifestyle for the gram. Gianna kicked him out. Ryan had to move back with his parents. His dad, an old-school guy, told him to get a job or get out. The only place hiring immediately, McDonald's. But on social media, he was choosing to stay with family while he renovated his life and taking a regular job to stay humble and connected to everyday people. The entitlement got worse. He DM'd me. "Ryan, why did you like my post?" Me. "To mock you?" Ryan. "Yes." Me. "You tagged me. I was being supportive." Ryan. "Tell your friends to stop harassing me." Me. "I haven't told anyone to do anything." Ryan. "Ramon is your friend." Me. "And he saw you at work. That's not harassment, that's life." He blocked me, then unblocked me an hour later to send. Ryan. "You know what? This is typical. You're trying to humiliate me because you can't handle that I'm doing better without you." Me. "You literally called me dead weight in a public post." Ryan. "Because you were. I'm building something. You're just existing." Me. I'm existing in my own apartment, paying my bills, not serving fries while pretending to be a CEO on Instagram. He sent about 15 more messages about how I didn't understand his vision, how McDonald's was just a stepping stone, how he was networking and learning business from the ground up. I didn't reply, but I did something else. Update 2. I ran into Ryan's mom at the grocery store. Helen's a sweet lady who always treated me well. She looked exhausted. Julia, how are you, sweetheart? We chatted for a bit, and she eventually said, I'm sorry about how things ended with Ryan. He's going through something. No worries, Helen. Hope he figures it out. Helen sighed. He keeps talking about being an influencer, but he spends all his money on clothes and makeup for photos. Then he can't help with bills. His father's at his wit's end. I mentioned I was looking for someone to help with social media for my side business. I do web development freelance. Helen lit up. Ryan would be perfect. Oh, I don't think he'd want to work with me. Nonsense. I'll talk to him. I knew exactly what would happen, and I wasn't disappointed. Ryan texted me that night. Ryan, my mom says you have a job opportunity. Me. Yeah. Managing social media for small businesses. Pays $20 per hour, about 15 hours a week. Ryan. That's insulting. I'm a content creator, not some social media manager. Me. Okay, no problem. Ryan. Wait, how much total per month? Me. $12,200 roughly. Ryan. I'll think about it. An hour later, Ryan. I'll do it, but I want $35 per hour. Me. The rate is $20. Ryan. You're trying to lowball me because I'm your ex. Me. I'm offering you the same rate I'd offer anyone. Ryan. This is revenge. Me. This is business. You said you understood business, right? He sent a long rant about how I was bitter, trying to control him, couldn't handle his success. Then he posted on Instagram about people who try to dim your light because they can't handle your shine, with a selfie in his McDonald's uniform, cropped to hide the logo. But the best part? His coworker follows me on Instagram. Small world. She DM'd me laughing because Ryan had been telling everyone at work that he was a successful influencer who was only working there for a documentary he was making about minimum wage workers. 2 days after Ryan's documentary reveal at McDonald's, things escalated. His coworker, let's call her Mia, sent me a full play-by-play. Apparently, Ryan showed up late to his shift because he was filming content. He walked in carrying a ring light, wearing sunglasses indoors, and loudly announcing, "Guys, don't act weird. My audience loves authenticity." His manager told him to put the ring light away and clock in. Ryan responded, "This is part of my process. I'm uplifting the McDonald's brand." The manager, who looked about 3 seconds away from quitting herself, said, "Put the light away, Ryan." He sulked, shoved the light under the counter, and immediately pulled out his phone to record himself saying, "The corporate world fears creativity, but they can't stop the grind." Mia said half the staff was trying not to laugh. Later that same day, one of his King followers showed up at the restaurant because Ryan had posted earlier about meeting fans. Ryan assumed the guy came for him, so he whispered to Mia, "Watch this," and stepped out from behind the counter. The fan didn't even look at him. He walked right past, ordered a filet-o-fish, sat down, and scrolled TikTok. Ryan tried to approach him anyway, starting with, "Hey man, I noticed you noticed me." The guy replied, "Bro, I don't know you." Mia said Ryan's soul left his body. He spent the rest of the shift passive-aggressively slamming the fry baskets and muttering about fake supporters. Meanwhile, his social media persona continued to inflate like a badly tied balloon animal. He posted a long caption about balancing the double life of a creator and a humanitarian working on the front lines. Front lines meaning the third drive-through window. The delusion was reaching new heights. And then came the moment everything exploded. Update 3. Ryan attempted a motivation through generosity stunt. He posted a story. "Today I'm giving back. Surprise gifting a coworker something special. Stay tuned." Mia told me she immediately knew this meant trouble. During a lunch rush, like the busiest part of the day, Ryan gathered the crew and made them pause so he could record a giving moment. He shoved his phone at Mia and said, "Get my good side." He then walked dramatically toward an older woman at the fryer named Linda and gave this speech. "I just want to honor the hardworking everyday heroes here. Linda, you've inspired me with your humility and your grind. So I'm gifting you this." And he pulled out A slightly used Sephora gift set. Like, very used. Lip gloss clearly opened. One bottle half empty. Linda stared at it like he'd handed her a dead bird. The manager lost it. Ryan put the phone away. Linda, go on break. Everyone else back to work. Ryan tried to argue. This is uplifting content. This is what the world needs to see. Human kindness. The manager replied, the only thing the world needs to see is you clocking out. Now. He was sent home mid-shift. Ryan turned that incident into an hour-long meltdown on his Instagram story. Small minds hate generosity. The system can't handle people who care. Some people only know how to punch a clock. They don't know how to clock dreams. The comments started turning on him. Someone said, bro, she didn't want your used makeup. Another, why did you re-gift something you already swatched? Someone else, be real. It's because you're broke. His loyal followers tried to defend him, but the ratio was brutal. Then, the ultimate plot twist dropped. His manager commented, Ryan, return your uniform tomorrow. You're fired. Not messaged him privately, not emailed, commented on his public post. He deleted the whole story within minutes. Update 4. Ryan went quiet online for about a day and a half, which I thought meant he was finally cooling down. Nope. He came back with a full rebrand. Welcome to Ryan 2.0, the rebirth. New profile picture, new bio, entrepreneur, artist, visionary, warrior reborn. He posted a video titled, Why I Walked Away from McDonald's, They Weren't Ready for My Growth. Mia told me she watched it 3 times because she couldn't believe the confidence. In the video, he sat in his childhood bedroom, bedspread covered in Marvel characters, and gave a TED Talk about how he left McDonald's because the environment wasn't aligned with my personal development. Then he dropped this iconic line. I can't be contained by hourly wages. I am a free thinker, not a fry cook. He ended the video with, also, if anyone is hiring a creative consultant, DM me. He got 2 DMs. One was spam. The other was from a pyramid scheme recruiter. Meanwhile, Ryan's mom texted me, Helen, did you offer Ryan a job? Me. Yes, but he turned it down. Helen. He told me you begged him to take it. Me. No, ma'am. Helen. That boy. Lord, give me strength. She invited me to dinner later that week. She and her husband still liked me and missed me. I accepted. That dinner is what triggered the next avalanche. Update 5. I get to their house and Ryan is there. Apparently, Helen didn't tell him I was coming because she thought he needed a dose of humility. He opened the door, saw me, and said, Seriously, Mom? Helen said, She's a friend of this family. Sit down. Dinner was awkward from the first minute. Ryan kept sighing dramatically. His dad ignored him except to occasionally say, Eat your food. Halfway through, Ryan snapped. This is ridiculous. Why is she here? She's obsessed with me. She likes every post I make and sends her friends to troll me. I raised an eyebrow. I literally just liked one post. Ryan. You're sabotaging my career. Me. You work at Ryan. I don't work there anymore. I chose to leave. His dad put down his fork. No, son, you were fired. Ryan glared at him. You don't get it. None of you get it. You're all stuck in your mediocre little lives. The room went silent. Helen whispered, Ryan? Then Ryan pointed at me. This all started because she's bitter that I outgrew her. She wants to drag me down because she can't keep up. She's jealous of my success. I laughed, out loud. Ryan, the only thing I'm jealous of is your ability to live in a fantasy world without paying rent. His dad actually snorted. Helen covered her mouth to hide a laugh. Ryan stormed out yelling, I don't need any of you. You'll see. You'll all see. He left, slammed the door, drove off in his 2008 Toyota with a muffler louder than his self-esteem. Helen sighed. Julia, honey, please don't stop coming over. We adore you. After the storm of drama and all of Ryan's failed Instagram stunts, I could finally breathe. He disappeared from social media, locking both his Instagram and TikTok accounts. His CEO mindset videos were gone without a trace. Everything he had built, the $1 million influencer persona, the best life ever, the investing in myself narrative, completely collapsed. Ryan moved back in with his parents, forced to work at McDonald's and Target just to get by, while I returned to my apartment. I still wore the same old shirts, did my familiar IT job, paid my bills on time, and lived a normal life, but free. No drama, no pretending, no need to prove anything to anyone but myself. I texted Ramon and Devin, laughing as I recounted the McDonald's kingdom collapse, and they couldn't stop laughing either. But the best part was this. I no longer felt angry or jealous. One simple like from me had been enough to bring down Ryan's Instagram fantasy tower. Yet I remained untouched, still Lisa, still fine, no longer caught up in someone else's delusions. I kept the old receipts for the $2,300 Ryan owed me in rent from the last 2 months we lived together, just as a humorous reminder of his Instagram CEO phase. I didn't pursue it anymore. In fact, I chuckled whenever I thought about it. The dead weight wasn't me. The dead weight was the fake persona Ryan desperately tried to maintain. And in the end, he pulled himself down. And then I realized something. A normal, stable, self-sufficient life can sometimes be the most valuable thing of all. Not followers, not likes, not brunch photos with flashy hashtags. Just paying your bills, going to work, taking care of yourself, and knowing you never have to diminish your own worth to please anyone else. I stood by my apartment window one quiet evening, looking out at the street, sipping hot tea. No drama, no tension, no Instagram, just me, free and whole. And finally, I understood. Sometimes the person who outgrows someone isn't you. It's someone who believes the world must revolve around them. I had stepped out of that cycle, and I was better off than ever. Life went on, normal yet beautiful in its own way. I smiled and sent myself a small message. The dead weight isn't me. I'm free. I'm fine. And that was it. No more drama, no more pretending, just truth and my freedom.